Yeah, there's some things we don't agree on. But if you look at the competition, I would say it's a good Thatcherite principle, sorry for the Labour members of this committee, that competition is good. We raised nearly £9 million for the campaign. We wrote to over 10 million people individually. We sent out leaflets to a balance of another 11 million. So when you talk about the government's in leaflets, our campaign has nearly communicated with the whole country. So we raised £9 million. I think the competition spurred both sides on. That doesn't leave aside the feeling that it was an establishment group that felt they had an entitlement to run the race, and it just become a Tory party cartel effectively, with a couple of add-on players.
And it was for that reason, therefore, correct me if I'm wrong, that you're saying that your group was unable to form an alliance and a unified group to make the bid.
We wrote 5 times to Vote Leave to suggest that we should come together, and it was benefiting nobody to have this continuing row. Obviously strong personalities involved in it, but I believe that, particularly with Mr Elliott and Mr Cummins, they believed it was their kind of God-given right to run this campaign, and no one else could be involved. If you take Vote Leave back to its roots, it was formed out of Business for Britain, and the original concept was this was a group that was going to be led by businessmen. Now it's led by politicians, mainly Conservative politicians, as I say, that are trying to marginalise other people in the Eurosceptic world, particularly UKIP and others. So you can understand that we are slightly aggrieved at the process.
Yes, although right at the heart of it is this allegation of a stitch-up by the Electoral Commission, and I think it's extremely important that you supply us with everything.
Well, I'm very happy to do so. The 2 points that lead to a stitch-up is announcing to the other side 2 days before the...
Well, you've made 2 points to us today.
Okay, so we're happy to substantiate
it. Rather than us persist with this in any great detail now, as I said at the beginning, I don't think we want to have half a hearing on this point.
Well, you've asked the question. I mean, in the document, for instance, they quoted the support of Labour Leave, who had specifically written to the Electoral Commission saying that they were not involved with Vote Leave anymore because of their practices, and they didn't like them. So we've got a whole list of people that were quoted in the document that basically were not happy or willing to be involved.
Well, it's very helpful clarification, but in any case we're going to get something in writing, and I think it's on the basis of that that we may or may not decide to take this further in one way or another. I'd like